Hey, what's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Merry Christmas. Yeah, Merry Christmas. So today, basically, I was feeling kind of spontaneous, and I was like, I want to make like a small little like Christmas tree or something on my island. So we're gonna try that today. We're gonna use the products that I just showed for like the eyeshadow colors and everything. I am chewing gum, by the way. So yeah, so right now I'm gonna go in with some concealer, and I'm gonna be using a bunch of different new brushes. Honestly, I don't use these brushes because they're really like trashy, to be honest with you, and not great. But I figured, that I'm not going out with this look, so I can just use kind of any brush really. And plus, I need brushes that are more like thin and defined to kind of help me draw this tree good. So wish me luck. So we're gonna go in with this concealer, and we're basically just gonna create the tree. Honestly, creating this tree for me was a struggle. I don't know why, but it was literally so hard for me. Like it took me too long, I feel like, but I got it. So here we go.
Thank you. Here's my card. I'll call you if we find anything. Call me if she gets out of hand. You need to know, I don't...
Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with one of these makeup wipes, remover wipes, and I'm gonna use it as something to wet the brush to kind of, how do I say this, gently remove the design a little bit, so that way I can make it more defined, like the Christmas leaves or branches, whatever you call it, man. I am losing words right now. But yeah, honestly, doing this, I feel like messed it up at first for me. Like it was really good, and then I went in and, like usual, I feel like I have to fix it, and then I make it worse, and I'm like, oh my god. So this literally took me. It probably only took me like 30 minutes to do total, maybe 40. I feel like it definitely could have been shorter than that if I actually knew how to draw well on my eye, but I don't. I'm new at this. I don't usually draw things on my eye. Like, I just put things there, blend it, and that's it. So, bear with me here.
Gift like Robert used to do with you? He didn't buy me off. He was being thoughtful. And he always made me feel... And a bunch of other shit he's too pretentious to do.
Okay, so after struggling with this for like 10 freaking minutes, I finally decided to leave it alone and just try to move on. So, right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start going in with some color. We're going to go in with this Revolution, what's this called? Revolution Makeup Revolution London palette called Chilled with Cannabis Sativa Seed Oil. And the green that I'm about to put on that I just showed you guys is called Plant. Okay, so I'm using that small little, I don't even know how to describe those little brush things. It's like a sponge almost. So I dabbed it in the green a little bit. It did come off, as you can see in a second. It's very light as the green is. So I did have to apply, I want to say, quite a few layers, like maybe 10 or so, just to make sure it was really green and it wasn't looking patchy with the concealer coming through, because it was trying to do that right where like the middle of my eye was. Like the concealer and the green just were not wanting to mix well together, so I had to keep like applying it and kind of just dabbing it gently on there to really like make it stick.
Okay? Well, don't take it out on Babe just because you're mad at me. Oh, I have an amazing comeback to that, but I can't say it because I'm not talking to you. Oh, yeah. Because you're just incapable of giving up a...
Okay, so it looks like I finally decided, okay, we're gonna leave it alone. So now I'm gonna go in and create a little base, like the tree base. So I'm gonna go in with this dark brown on that same Revolution palette. It's called Burn. So I'm gonna put that at the very edge of my eye, like on the edge of my eyelash line. And I'm just gonna create a small little section, because I don't want it to be like covering all the way where the leaves are, like just kind of in the middle of the tree to act as the stump. Honestly, with this brush, it didn't stick very well, honestly, but it still looked good. I won't lie. At the very end, I really liked it. Yeah.
You gotta remind me, because if I forget, I'll fucking kill myself. Hey, I think I'm starting to nail this gallows humor thing. Back and help out. Unless I'm a caterpillar.
Okay, so now I am going to go in with this small brush. I'm going to dab it in some concealer, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some little dots to create some, like, basically some bulbs on my Christmas tree. So yeah, so I'm just going to put a couple dots around where I would like them to be. And then I'm going to go over it with, actually I was just going to do white, like white bulbs, but then at the end I was like, this looks bare, like there's something that needs to be extra, so I added another color at the end, but I won't tell you yet. We'll wait till we get there. But right now, yes, right now these are just going to be little white ones.
And FYI, I'll be buck naked because I like the way my sheets feel. You remember Scared?
Okay, so I'm going to use a different Revolution palette. This one's called Forever Flawless Birds of Paradise. And I used the white color called Cockatoo. That's the powder that I used to put on top of the concealer. Oh my god. Okay, so I forgot that I jumped right to this. But basically, I took those little circle powders, the neon powders that I had, and I dipped one of my thin brushes in water, and I basically traced from the yellow powder basically lines, like zigzags. So now here you can see I went in again and put a couple more dots of concealer, because now I'm going to be using a red color because I wanted some red bulbs on my eyelids. So I'm going to be doing that. But yeah, so basically what I did was I drew the Christmas tree, got the color on there, you know, then I created little white bulbs. Then I did zigzag all the way down the tree of a yellow, neon yellow color or powder. Now I'm going in and I'm using a red from the James Charles palette, like the dark red that it has, and I'm using that to create little red bulbs. Honestly, this look was super fun. It was easy, I won't lie. Like, I mean, it was hard, but it was kind of easy. Like, I feel like I could have made it more intricate. I just was too lazy. But honestly, this was really fun. I enjoyed kind of just doing this, just for the fun of it, you know what I mean? And then again, I used a brown on the edge of my eyelid line, just to create kind of like that bark look. I kind of wanted to outline the tree a little bit more, but that would have taken more time, and I just was not feeling it. But honestly, I love the way it came out. Like, it grabs your attention right away. It's like, hello. But yeah, so here I'm just adding the finishing touches, and then basically what I did was I wanted to create like a snow look almost around the tree, which honestly it didn't go as well as I thought it was going to, which does make me sad. But what I ended up doing was I used the James Charles palette, and I used the big white palette circle thing that it has in there. I used that, you know, around the tree after I put concealer. Then I went in and I used a glitter that's in the James Charles palette up at the top, and I put that on top of it to kind of give it like a shimmery snow look. Again, it didn't really stick as much or stand out as much as I wanted it to, but I think it did the job in the end, and it actually looked really pretty. So we'll get to that in just a second.
Imagine. It's a little bit overwhelming. I love you all. Now, get the hell out of my house. Oopsie. Don't know how to do this. I'm gonna miss you too. Are you sure? I mean, don't you have any hope that tomorrow will be a good day? You never know. You know, a miracle could be right around the corner. I don't need babe. So.
Perfect. Okay, so this is that white pan that I was talking about. So I already put the concealer around the Christmas tree. So now I'm going in with that white, and we're just going to be applying it around the Christmas tree on that concealer I just put down.
She never settled for anything.
Up to the very last minute. She always knew what she wanted, and she wasn't afraid to go out and get it.
Yeah, as opposed to me, who still doesn't know what she wants. There's Grace.
Okay, so here is that glitter that I was talking to you guys about. So I'm just going to apply that right over the white around the Christmas tree.
That is a good vibrator.
It is?
Much better than the ones with the pull start. Makes you feel like you're using a chainsaw.
Alrighty, so I have finished. Then I wasn't sure what I should do, like if I should just leave it that way. But then I was like, wait, no, I gotta put a little concealer under my eye, and I've gotta put like a cool color underneath to make it pop. So, grabbing my beauty blender, and we're going to, blend that out really quick. Ooh, since we're speaking of concealer, honestly, I got a couple gift cards to Ulta this Christmas, which I'm super excited about. And I need a new concealer and a new foundation, and honestly, I'm struggling because I'm still really struggling, like, with this concealer stuff. Like, it's just not fucking working, man. Like, I feel like it's just not blending well with my skin, and I don't know what to do. Honestly, though, I don't think it's the foundation's fault. Like, for example, when I was using this just now, I didn't have any foundation there, and it was already just, like, not wanting to settle into my, like, creases or anything. Like, it was already separated, and I had to, like, kind of mush it together in a way to make it blend. So if anyone watches this and they actually know of a good concealer that blends well into their under eye and it's not sitting there creasing all weird and patchy, please tell me, because I would love to know. But anyway, so basically I'm finding a brush that's not thick enough and thin enough to go under my eye. Yes, honestly, this brush I did like. I will say, it applied it perfectly. But anyway, I'm going to be using red. I was going to do like green and black, and I was like, no, it's going to make it too dark, and I feel like it'll take away from the Christmas tree experience. And honestly, I'm so glad that I didn't, because this really was the perfect touch. Look at that. Hell yeah. Oh my god, literally so perfection. If I had done a full face, this would have definitely been a look. But, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I really like this tree. It was so cute and tiny. But anyway, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Again, if you have any comments, questions, tips, anything, please leave it down below. I would love to hear from you guys. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you guys had a really good Christmas this year. Hopefully this new year will be super good for all of us, and it'll be much better than these past couple years have been. Ooh, and I forgot, we're going to go in with a little bit of black, and I'm going to do my eyebrows. Oh my god, I totally forgot I was going to do my eyebrows. Durr. So I was going to use, like, my pencil, and I decided, you know what, let's just try eyeshadow. I actually used to do this a few years back because, you know, if I didn't have a pencil or I didn't feel like it, I would literally just use eyeshadow. The only problem with using eyeshadow is it can wipe off really quickly and easily. And sometimes, you know, I'll put makeup on and I'll go out and I forget that I have makeup. Like, if I've gone a week or so without makeup on and I go out all of a sudden, like, I forget and I start touching my face. And then I'm like, oh my god, my makeup, ah! So, just be careful if you're using, you know, eyeshadow as eyebrow coloring. I mean, you can do it, it doesn't stay on for long. So I don't know if you need to use setting spray or what you would do, but just a forewarning. But again, thank you guys for watching. I had fun creating this. I hope you guys have a good one. Bye!